Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video on the basis of Elements of Account Standard 11 Part 1, second chapter. Second chapter, what is going on? Stepwise, I told you, total there are the 6 steps are there. You might have seen that one. I did not follow your textbook one by one all pages. What steps I told you the previous video, that stepwise I am going. If I complete this all 6 steps, the second chapter will cover up, and if you understand this all 6 steps, automatically all these things whatever it is given in your textbook, it will be very clearly, it will be very clear to you. The step 1, how to find out the cash transaction and credit transaction, that I already explained. Step 2, the dual effect or the two effect or the two account, also I told. Step 3, the classifications of accounts which is coming under the personal account, real account and nominal account, that also previous video I told. Now in this video, the debit effect and credit effect, which is called the rules of debit credit. The step 4 is called the rules of debit credit, that I am going to teach you. And step 4, step 5 and step 6, 5 and 6 steps already we will cover with the step 4. Once if you are able to understand the golden rules of debit credit, then regions of debit credit means that formula of that rules, that formula is called regions, and amount of debit credit it will be given in the questions. So 6 step is nothing is there. How much goods you have purchased, how much goods you sold, that is the amount. So step 6 is nothing, and step 4 and step 5, that also together I want to explain it. But keep in mind that out of these 6 steps, the step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4, these first 4 steps are most important. Once if you are understanding the step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4, then automatically 5 and 6 you will be understand, and then you will be able to do the exercise and the illustrations, questions and answer. According to your textbook, the page number 42, according to your textbook, the page number 42, that is given the table explanation, first debit and second credit effect of this transaction, that is called golden rules of debit credit. Let me explain according to my own language. I wrote it here, the step 4, step 5 and step 6. Step 4 is called the golden rules of debit credit. Step 5 is the regions of debit credit, and step 6 is the amount of the transactions. Let you know step 4 first. Step 4 is most important out of this all steps, which is called golden rules of debit credit. For that it is called golden rules of debit credit. Okay. Now in golden rules of debit credit is telling that previous steps you might have seen that you classified the accounts in personal, real and nominal. So the things what you got, each journal, each transactions you got the 2 account, and these 2 account you classified either it is a real or personal or nominal. Up to this you have done. Your next steps will come out of these 2, one will be debit effect, another will be credit effect. It is not that which you wrote first, that is debit, it is not that which you wrote second, that is credit. Out of that, one will be debit, another will be credit, and which one will be debit and which one will be credit, and why it is debit and why it is credit, that only you have to know from this video. Again you see cash account and SBI account, one is real and is personal. So I will go through now. In case of a personal account, real account or nominal account, 3 type of account you got, classifications of account you got 3 type. One is personal account, another is real account, and last one is the nominal account. If it is a personal account, suppose this is P. If it is a personal account, then whether you will make it a debit or it will make it a credit, the rules is there, that you have to learn it. In case of a personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. मतलब वो आदमी होगा, पर्सनल अकाउंट मतलब आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन्स और नेचुरल पर्सन्स, either he or she or the business or the organization either will give, due to this transaction either he will give or he will get, कोई भी चीज़, either he will give or he will get. I will give the explanation afterwards, that this much you come to know. If it is a personal account, then the persons, whoever is the persons is there with whom you made the transactions, either he will give, either he is the giver, or he will receive, either he is the receiver. So if he is the receiver, then we will consider debit. If he is the giver, then we will consider credit. For that you keep in mind, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Similarly, in case of a real account means the things which you can see, which you can touch. I already told assets account, goods account, it is coming under the real account. Real account formula, debit, that this is not a person, this is things. For that, either it will come or it will go from your business. Due to these transactions, the things either it will come or it will go out from your business. If it is coming in, suppose you purchase a furniture, the furniture is coming. So if it is coming in, it is coming to the business, then it is debit. If it is going out from the business, it is credit. For that it is called debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And in case of a nominal account you know nothing but the expense and losses, incomes or gains, name of services, which for that what for you have paid the money, you paid salary against the service which you have received. So it is the name of expense which you cannot see, which you cannot touch. It is the name of income or gains or profit. एक्सपेंस और लॉस होगा तो डेबिट, इनकम एंड गेंस होगा तो क्रेडिट. तो आपको तीन अकाउंट में, पर्सनल अकाउंट, रियल अकाउंट, नॉमिनल अकाउंट, तीन अकाउंट में 6 फॉर्मूला है. ये 6 फॉर्मूला आपको याद रखना है. 1 2, दिस इज 1, दिस इज 2, दिस इज 1, दिस इज 2. Once again I want to explain it. In case of a personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. In case of a real account, what comes in debit, what goes out credit. And in case of a nominal account, all expenses and losses should be debit, all income and gains should be credit. If you learn twice, automatically you will get idea. Now I will tell you how it will be applicable. Step 5 is that why you make it a debit. Just say this is cash account. Suppose if it is coming debit, I do not know, I will check it afterwards. Then we will write debit, we will write credit. Then here we will write reason, what for debit and what for it is credit. What for debit and what for credit, this is the what for. You have to write the receiver or the giver. You have to write either it comes in or it is goes out. You have to write either it is expense or losses or incomes and gains. The reasons, nothing is there, only this rules is called reasons. So this is actually 4th step and this is actually 5th steps. And the last one, which is the 6th steps. 6th step is nothing, only you have to get the amount. Amount of each transactions, it will be given in your question. So for the 6 steps, no need to think anything else, because 6 steps amount it will be given in your questions. Now let us see how we are applying these rules in practical sums. Once again I want to repeat the golden rules of debit credit. In case of a personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. In case of a real account, what comes in debit, what goes out credit. In case of a nominal account, all expenses and losses should be debit or all income and gains should be credit. 5th steps, reason. This is actually 4th step and this is 5th steps. Debit credit is the 4th step, reasons is the 5th steps, and the last one, 6 steps, is the amount. Now let us see the page number 30 of illustration 3, where we have done the first step, second step, third step we have completed. First steps, cash transaction, credit transaction. Second steps, the 2 account. Third steps, the personal real. So page 30 illustration 3, you see the first one, it is said the Manoj commence business with introductions of capital of rupees 20,000. I told you Every transactions you will find out the two persons, out of that one is you. That will keep in mind. And you think that you are the Manoj. And you started a business for your business, and you are keeping the accounts, you are running the business. You running the business of your business, and you are keeping the accounts for your business. And you started a business, Manoj commenced business with introductions of capital of rupees 20,000, which is cash transaction. First steps, second steps cash account, and Manoj capital account, that I already told you. And cash account and Manoj capital account, cash account was the real account and Manoj capital account was the personal account. Now fourth step I will apply cash account, real account formula. What I wrote, this one we will find out real account. What comes in debit, what goes out credit. Cash, it is coming or going due to these transactions. You will think about your business, you will not think about you. So due to these transactions, cash is coming in, and if cash is coming, so it is debit, because according to the real account it is given what comes in debit. So cash comes in, for that it is debit. And Manoj is a person. I told that personal account formula is debit the receiver and credit the giver. Whether Manoj is giving or receiving, that you keep in mind. Manoj is giving, because it is given Manoj started business with introductions of capital of rupees 20,000. So Manoj is giving, so debit the receiver, credit the giver, so it is credit. Next steps, I told you have to write the reason, rules, why it is debit comes in. You have to write it here, comes in. Why it is credit, the giver. You have to write this formula. And this is fourth step, this is fifth step. And next steps, I told the amount, this is 20,000 and this is also 20,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these 6 steps I explained from the first business transactions. Come to the second. The account is opened with State Bank of India by depositing rupees 40,000. Now, who has opened? Manoj has opened on behalf of business. You will think about business, though Manoj is doing the work, but you will not think about Manoj. Manoj is a person, but you will think about the business. The account is opened with State Bank of India by depositing 40,000 cash transactions. You got it up to this. Cash account and SBI account. Cash account you got real, SBI account you got personal. Now you tell me, due to this transaction, whether cash real account formula is debit, what comes in debit, what goes out credit. ये ट्रांजेक्शन के लिए कैश जा रहा है कि कैश आ रहा है फ्रॉम द बिजनेस? बैंक में जा रहा है. कहाँ से? बिजनेस से. You will think about the business. Cash is going out. This is cash is coming in. This is cash is going out. If cash going out, so it will be credit. And debit the receiver, credit the giver. The SBI is the receiver. So debit the receiver for that. So this is the receiver. For that it is debit. And this is goes out. For that it is credit. The amount is 40,000. जो क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ अकाउंट विच यू गॉट आर का फॉर्मूला लगाना है, पी का फॉर्मूला लगाना है. यहाँ आर का फॉर्मूला लगाना है, पी का फॉर्मूला लगाना है. आर मीन्स द व्हाट कम्स इन डेबिट, व्हाट गोज आउट क्रेडिट. पी मीन्स द डेबिट द रिसीवर, क्रेडिट द गिवर. इफ इट इज एन, then expense and losses should be debit, income and gain should be credit, like that. Next is coming number 3. Manoj has purchased the goods worth rupees 3,000 from Bhartiben. Credit transactions, and you got one is goods account and another is Bhartiben account. Goods account is the real account, what comes in debit, what goes out credit. Goods is coming or going? Goods is coming, so what comes in debit, and Bhartiben is the giver, so Bhartiben is the credit. So this is you write comes in for that debit, and this is the giver, for that it is credit. The amount is 3000. Bas, this much only, nothing else. Number 4, Manoj sold goods worth rupees 5000 to Bipul. Manoj sold goods worth rupees 5000 to Bipul. What is this? Credit transactions. Two accounts you got, goods account and Bipul account. Goods is real, Bipul is personal. Real account formula, what comes in debit, what goes out credit. You tell me, due to these transactions goods is coming, purchase होगा तो goods is coming in, sold होगा तो goods जा रहा है, ये भी ध्यान रखना है. यहाँ goods comes in, but यहाँ goods goes out. Goods goes out होगा तो this is credit, and once it is credit then it will be debit only, but you have to apply the formula, debit the receiver, credit the giver. So for that it is debit. Who you sold, then goods is going out, and Bipul is the debit the receiver. Bipul is receiving the goods. So this is the receiver, RECEIBER, and this is goods goes out. For that it is credit. The amount is 5000. Understands? Next is coming number 5. What is given 5? 5 it is given goods sold worth rupees 2000 for cash. Goods sold worth rupees 2000 for cash transaction. Cash account and goods account. Both are real. Sometimes it may happen both are real, both are personal, whatever it is. It is not my work whether both are real or both are personal. I will apply the formula, and according to that we will try to find out whether it is a debit or credit. Now goods sold. So for cash is coming or cash is going. If you sold the goods, cash is coming. So what comes in? Debit. So this is debit, and goods goes out. For that it is credit. So this is, you have to write it, comes in for the debit and goes out, for that it is credit, and the amount it is 2000 for this debit, and also credit is debit amount and credit amount always should be equal. For the amount, no need to think. Whatever the amount it is given in the questions, that is the amount that you will write it. Number 6, Manoj purchased a furniture worth rupees 1500 for cash. Furniture purchase किया मनोज, cash transaction, cash और furniture आया, both are real. Due to this purchase of the furniture is coming, cash is going. If furniture is coming, furniture debit, cash is going, cash credit, because this is comes in. What comes in, that is debit, what goes out, that is credit, and amount is 1500 for both the cases. We will apply the formula for R. R means real account, and formula, the debit, the receiver, what comes in debit and what goes out, that is credit. Now we come to the next one, that is commission paid. Commission paid of rupees 200. Commission paid of rupees 200 is a cash transactions. As it is a cash transaction, the two account you are getting, one is cash account, and obviously cash transaction होगा तो एक तो cash account आ ही जाएगा. One is cash account, another is commission account, and cash commission paid, cash is going or cash is coming? Cash is going. So cash going means it is credit, and commissions is the expense, so it is debit, because commission paid, not commission received. Commission received यहाँ दिया था तब अलग हो जाएगा. Commission receive होगा तो cash and commission both ही आएगा. Both these two will come, but one is cash account real, nominal, commission account nominal, वो भी एक ही आएगा, लेकिन जो डेबिट है वो क्रेडिट हो जाएगा, जो क्रेडिट है वो डेबिट हो जाएगा. ये थोड़ा ध्यान रखना है. In case of a commission paid, the cash transactions, the two account you got, one is cash account and is commission account, and cash account real, commission account nominal, cash account real, which goes out, for that it is credit, and this is expense, for that it is debit. The amount is 200 for both the cases. Next is coming number 8. Bipul returned the goods worth rupees 200. Credit transactions. Why Bipul returned? Because goods, it was not according to the order. Due to that, you got back the goods. How much? 200 goods you have received back. Carry transactions. One is sales return and there is Bipul. Sales return is real account. मतलब goods coming back. Due to these transactions, goods is coming or goods is going. You tell me goods is coming. So what comes in debit? Real account, what comes in debit? And this is Bipul is the giver. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So this US is comes in, and here the giver. The amount is 200 for both the cases. Do you understand? Sales return is considered as a goods is coming in, and real account what comes in debit, and Bipul personal. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Bipul is the giver. For that credit, this is debit. Amount is 200. Number 9. Manoj return goods of rupees 150 to Bhartiben. Credit transactions. Manoj return goods of rupees 150 to Bhartiben. Credit transaction. One is purchase return and this Bhartiben account. Purchase return real account and Bhartiben is the personal account. Now due to these transactions, goods is going out. See, Manoj return the goods. Means Manoj purchase, बाद में purchase return किया. So once Manoj purchase, that time goods came in. Now purchase return due to that goods is going out. Goods going out मतलब credit. And this is debit. Why? Because debit the receiver. Who is getting back the goods? Bhartiben. So debit the receiver. And this is goes out. The amount is 150. एक बार आपको एक फॉर्मूला याद आ जाएगा, then फटाफट you will be able to understand. Okay. Next is coming check of rupees 2850. Check of rupees 2850 issued to Bhartiben. You have given a check to whom? To Bhartiben. Bank balance is decreasing. Due to that, it is a cash transactions. Cash transactions, either it may affect the cash box in your business or it may affect the bank balance of your bank. Your bank account is your business bank account. This bank account is not the personal bank account. And due to these transactions, either it may affect the cash box of your business or bank box. Bank box means bank balance, bank account. कोई भी जगह इफेक्ट हो सकता है और ट्रांजैक्शन के लिए दोनों का अंदर कोई जगह चेंज आएगा तो कैश ट्रांजैक्शन होगा. तो वन इज बैंक अकाउंट पर्सनल एंड इज Bhartiben अकाउंट ऑल्सो पर्सनल है. बोथ आर पर्सनल. नाउ ड्यू टू दिस ट्रांजैक्शंस द कैश और बैंक बैलेंस इज डिक्रीजिंग. सी चेक ऑफ रुपीज 2850 इशूड टू Bhartiben and bank account is personal and Bhartiben account is the also personal. So Bhartiben is the receiver or the giver. Bhartiben is the receiver. This is receiver मतलब debit. Debit and bank is credit. ऐसा क्यों अगर सोच सकता है बैंक बैलेंस बढ़ रहा है तो डेबिट होगा, बैंक बैलेंस कम हो रहा है तो क्रेडिट होगा. That also. If bank balance is decreasing, it is credit. Bank balance is increasing, it is debit. Bhartiben is the receiver. Debit the receiver. So this is debit, this is credit. The receiver. And this is the giver. The amount is 2850. 2850. Next is coming the 11. Bipul gave a check of worth rupees 4800. This is also a cash transactions. I have not written, I have forgotten it. Bipul gave a check. This is, you had given a check. Now Bipul gave a check. So where bank was credited here you will get bank account debit. And debit the receiver and credit the giver. Who is giving the check? Bipul. So this is debit, this is credit. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. The amount is 4800. That you keep in mind. Bank account it may not be confused. Due to this transaction, if bank balance is increasing, debit; if bank balance is decreasing, credit. That you keep in mind. That is also another route to find out easily whether it is a debit or it is a credit. The extra sum what I had given you, that 1, 2, 3, that also let me explain. Purchase goods worth rupees 5,000 from Mr. X, credit transactions. And two account you got, one is goods account and another is Mr. X account. As goods is real account and Mr. X is personal account, and due to this transaction goods is coming, so debit, and Mr. X is the giver, so it is credit. So this is comes in and this is the giver, and the amount will come 5,000 and 5,000. Correct? The next one, the point number 2, paid salary of rupees 5,000, cash transactions. You got the one is salary account and this cash account, and salary nominal account, cash real account. And according to the formula, nominal account, if it is a expense it will be debit, if it is income it will be credit. Salary account is the expense for the business but income for the employee. But to whom you will think about not to employee, but for keeping the accounts you will think about the business. You will not think about the persons what for income or expense for him, not like that. In case of a business, whether it is a salary is a expense or not, because we are keeping the accounts not for the employee, we are keeping the accounts for the business. So salary is a debit or expense, for that is debit, and cash account it is a credit. Why? Because it goes out. The amount is 5,000, is not it? Next is coming received commission of rupees 700 by check. Again by check मतलब बैंक बैलेंस को इफेक्ट किया, यह कैश बॉक्स को इफेक्ट किया, बैंक बॉक्स को इफेक्ट किया, कैश ट्रांजेक्शन. वन इज कमीशन अकाउंट, अनदर इज बैंक अकाउंट. कमीशन अकाउंट इज नॉमिनल, is not it, and bank account is personal. Received commission received, for that it is credit and this is debit. Why? Because this is income. All expense and losses is the debit, all income and gains is the credit. Here received commission, if it is a paid commission then expense हो जाता था तो debit हो जाता था. If it is a received commission तो income हो गया, for that it is credit, and bank debit the receiver. For that it is debit. The amount is 700. So whether it will be debit, two account, received commissions and paid commissions, both the cases two account, commissions account and bank account will come. But both the cases the debit and credit will change. If it is a received commissions, then commission credit, bank debit. If it is a paid commission by check, then the commissions debit and bank credit हो जाएगा. That will keep it in mind. Like that, which way till this video I completed all the 6 steps. This all 6 steps which I already explained, that you have to clearly understand. Once again I want to explain it. One, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 and step 6 is this all 6 steps till now I explained up to this. And your textbook, whatever it is given in these textbooks, the illustration 4, illustration 5 I already told you, and the illustration 7, illustration 7 and illustration 8 you will go through. Whatever it is given, which way it was explained in your book, that no need to do. Which way I explain it here, that way you try to understand. That illustration 10, 11, next day, next video, and illustration 11 first I will explain according to that way which I explain, and also I will explain 1 or 2 questions from your exercise. Once again I am telling you, till now whatever the numbers of video I told you, all this video you once again you go through one by one all, And if you do not understand in any place, you can tell me at any time. I will clear your doubt at any time. And all this video at least twice or thrice you go through so that you can understand. Okay. At the same time, you also try to read these things whatever it is given in your textbook. The fair book also you will prepare. I told you the illustrations, questions and answer no need to write in the fair book. The exercise questions and answer you will write in the fair book. Each exercise you will find out the question number 1, it is the MCQ. Question number 2, 1 or 2 line questions answer. Question number 3, it may be the short type of short type of theoretical part. And that last questions, how many you will get, all will be the practical. These all practical questions answer you will write in the fair book. Suddenly I will check your fair book and hope you are understanding. Okay, if you have any doubt you will tell me. Okay, bye.